Hi everybody, how you doing? I'm in New York City right now, cat sitting for my daughter. His name is Watson, and he will probably jump up on the table at some point during this video. I received an email the other day from someone who had just found my YouTube videos and said how much they were looking forward to another one. And I thought to myself, well, I guess it's time for another one then. I'm going to explain to you what happened to me while I was working at Vibrant Health Institute over the last few months. I had been there about 8 months, and I was experiencing many different changes in not only my emotional self, but in my physical self. The Institute is built on very high vibrational land, as many buildings are. I don't know what was there before this building, but combine that with the amount of souls that have come through that area in the way of physical and for the last 30 years, and that provides for a very high vibrational experience. So what does vibration have to do with change? As I walked into that building, I recognized my body already beginning to detox. And what high vibration does for detox is it speeds it up. So as you raise your vibration here in the physical world, if you were to connect with souls in the non-physical world, they're up here and we are down here in vibration. As you raise your vibration through singing, meditation, yoga, working with kids, being around water, as your vibration lifts, Spirit's vibration has to lower in order to connect with you. When I first started doing my work as a medium, I noticed that was happening. As I meditated, my body would start to quiver. I would get very lightheaded and nauseous. A couple times I came close to passing out. But it was because I was reaching a different vibration. And until I got up there and comfortable in that vibration, and Spirit was coming closer to me, it began to settle. So I saw that vibration as a change in me, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. As I walked into the building at Vibrant Health, I started to feel all of those things. And as I worked there, I also was eating very high vibrational foods. I was drinking green juices. I was eating only one meal a day. So I was allowing my physical body to not only heal, but also raise in vibration so that I could teach, so I could connect better with spirit world, so I could do the job that I was meant to do there in that building. As each group of guests came through on a weekly basis, I was different. Sometimes I was full out Donna Boyle medium, and sometimes I was only full out Donna Boyle yoga teacher, meditation teacher, and lecturer. So when I got a week where I had a lot of women or men there that were very high vibration, I was able to really come out and do different things. So I watched my vibration rise. Now, when your vibration shifts, it will change how you are perceived by other people, and it will change how you perceive other people. You'll notice the change in people's vibration when you come into their proximity. You've heard of 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D. 3D being walking around in this three-dimensional world, going to work, coming home, a lower vibration. 4D is moving more into a vibration of consciousness where you are recognizing how you're dealing with things, how you're responding or reacting to certain situations and your own challenges. 5D, you work more on that love-centered being. So your challenges now are transmuting. You're able to deal with them. You're able to work through them, whereas you don't even recognize that you've done it. It just happens. Your vibration begins to change. As you move into 6D, it's hard to be around people in 3D or 4D. You see their struggles. You're reminded about your own struggles and what you went through shifting. So it takes a little bit more work to live constantly in 6D, in that sort of higher vibrational plane. I say for myself, I float between 5 and 6 now. I never really recognized 6 until I really understood what 5th dimensional living was, living from your heart. But that's not what this video is about. So I'm going to go back to vibration. You remember, you know how Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. And that was always difficult for me because I thought, okay, I'm changing, but I don't see a lot of people around me changing. So how is my changing other people? And then I realized, okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just I change and then other people see that change and through some osmosis they change themselves. But that didn't feel right either. But I kept hearing those words in my head, be the change. When you change, others will change. But really, I wasn't seeing it. I wasn't perceiving it. And then I got, sometimes you plant seeds and you may not see their growth. I understood that. And that's the way I'd been living at Vibrant Health Institute. I saw a lot of guests come in and they were certainly feeling really great when they left, but I never knew what happened to them afterwards unless they chose to contact me. So one week I was there, and I was there with a group of women, and 3 of them were sisters. So we already had a good connection there, of high vibrational connection. There were a total of 5 of us, and we were working on some pretty deep stuff during one of my afternoon lectures. And we went through a meditation, and all of a sudden, I came to some realizations through my speaking where I felt a huge shift in the room. I saw an actual wave of vibration going through the room and leaving the room. It was almost as if our shift, myself and the women there, our shift, our aha moments had left the room somehow. So I saw it as a wave leaving this building and going out. Seconds later, what appeared to me in that room were thousands of souls. Now, these weren't souls from non-physical. These were souls from the physical world that had come to me. They were the higher selves of people out there that, was it possible, had felt the shift of that room, the vibration of that moment, and had been called in that moment to receive what was being offered there that afternoon. Now, I will be honest with you, I myself did not understand it in that moment. It took me days and weeks to keep talking about it and rehashing it in my head to understand what had actually happened that afternoon. So I was going along with the fact that the shift in us that afternoon had caused a vibrational shift, a vibrational wave to leave the building and then bring back many souls who had heard that calling. So in my head, I'm thinking to myself, okay, so let's get this now, how we can change the world. We change the world by changing ourselves. When we change ourselves, our vibration changes. And because our vibration changes, it vibrates, right? We are all a vibration. We are all energy. So when our energy changes, our vibration changes, it moves out into the world. Whether it's the town you live in, the state you live in, the country you live in, or the world or the universe, that vibration shifts and it causes others to recognize that shift. So I like to say, all right, so it would have happened this way. It would have happened for people, let's say they wake up the next morning and all of a sudden the challenge that they had had previously was gone. It was just gone. That's how the shift might have changed them. Or someone who had challenges their whole life and couldn't seem to get it together and had thought forever, there's got to be something better for me. I know I can live a better life. I know I can be happier. And then the next morning they wake up and all of a sudden they are happy. They don't even know what happened. Something just changes in them. Something just shifts. I really loved that. In fact, I wrote a blog about it, and you can view it on my blog link down below here. So jump forward now a few weeks in time, and I told this story to another group at Vibrant Health. And there was a woman there, a very high vibrational woman, and as I told the story, she mentioned the word tsunami. That my shift, our shift of vibration that day, moved out as a tsunami wave moves out. And then that wave picked up souls and pulled them back to the room. That tsunami wave pulled them back to that room to hear more of that. So these higher selves now that came to the room and picked up that energetic shift, that vibrational shift, that vibrational change, brought it back. That felt really good too to me, because months, years prior, I had received a message about a tsunami that was going to happen to me through a meditation. So I'd say that's what came through that day and went out that day and came back through that day. We are constantly changing. We are constantly vibrationally shifting. So know that as you continue to do your work, it will change others. You may not see that change. You may only feel that vibration leave you. And that's a good thing. So let me explain a little bit more about higher self since I brought that up. Higher self is the part of you that knows everything you've ever done, everything you ever will do, from every lifetime, from every moment, universally. So basically, this higher self knows everything, and it waits for you to connect with it. As you shift in your vibration, you will connect more and more to your higher self. Some of the readings I do, I connect with the higher selves of the person I'm reading, or a group that I will do where I will channel the higher selves of the people in the group for them. This is vibrational shifting. This is the change in your vibration to allow for the change in others. This is how you truly become the change you want to see in the world. Keep doing your shifting. Keep changing your vibration. And if you want to read more about how to raise your vibration, just Google, how do I raise my vibration? The Spiritualist Camp has a lot of great ideas for that. Keep singing, keep laughing, keep loving, keep living, guys. I love you. See you next time.